Alabama football is hot and heavy on one really big in-state recruit. Let's dive in and talk about him. This is Way Off Sides. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I don't know what time it is, but you're watching, so welcome. Happy to have you. Thanks for joining Way Off Sides. This is Cotton Time, brought to you by Way Off Sides, which is powered by the WOSN. That's the Way Offside Sports Network, for those of you who don't know. Now you do. You're just a little bit smarter. You guys love recruiting. If we put recruiting on a thumbnail, the video does well. You guys absolutely love talking recruiting. So that's what we're going to do today. I posted a couple of videos about 2 weeks ago that Alabama was in the midst, was favored, dare I say. I will say, because we put in an official whoop for both of these people, Xavier Crowell and Cederian Morgan. Now we're going to do a video talking about each one of these guys. Today, we're going to talk about Cederian Morgan. But before we do that, I need you to do a job for me. It's your job. As many of you know, Bill is outside of the country doing secret squirrel stuff. Not really. It's not really secret squirrel stuff, but he is outside of the country. What we need from you, the only way he can come back is if we get a certain amount of subs, likes, and reactions. So please do that. We rely on you guys to make our content. The more you interact with us through subs, notifications, reactions, comments, the more we can do. So, ball's in your court. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. You don't have a choice. Just do it. But let's get to it, what you're here for, because you're not here to hear me talk and banter about stuff. Right? You're here to talk about this guy. 5-star wide receiver, Cederian Morgan, out of Alexander City, Alabama, Benjamin Russell High School. He is the number one player in the state of Alabama. He is a composite 5-star per 247 Sports. Some industries still have him as a 4-star, which is bonkers. But according to ourselves and some other very trusted and reliable sources, he has been whooped, crystal balled, whatever you want to call it, to the University of Alabama. Now, this fight came down heavy between he and Auburn. As of today, it looks like Auburn's going to lose this fight. I'm sure Auburn will do everything they can to get him back on campus, potentially offer him money. We'll see what Alabama does. This will be a huge recruit. Huge recruit. We're talking Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State type wide receiver. And we're going to get into that, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm making that comparison. But as I said, 5-star recruit, number one recruit in the state of Alabama. He is the number 3 wide receiver in this class, and he's overall the number 14 player in the country. And he is favored to land at Alabama. The wide receiver, 6'4", 210 pounds. Now do you see why I'm making that comparison? Big body dude. I actually got a chance to watch some tape on this kid. It is it's almost unfair what he's doing, what he did down there at the UA Next Fortune 50, or excuse me, Future 50. Just absolutely insane athlete. And we're going to talk about why a little bit. For starters, what you need to know about Cederian Morgan is he is a 2-sport athlete. At least in high school, he has been. He's a multi-sport athlete, really competes in football, of course, basketball, track, and field as well. According to 247, he is high jumped 6 feet or higher several times as a sophomore, including a 6'4" season best prep per mile split. Don't really follow track and field, but that sounds good. All my track and field folks, sound off. Tell Cotton what that means. The guy runs almost a 12-second 100-meter time. Wow. Yeah, 11.84 and then clocked again at 11.91. And this was as a sophomore, I believe. So likely as he's grown, definitely gotten faster, bigger, and stronger since this was recorded in the spring of 2023. Now, Cederian Morgan is a hot commodity on the recruiting trail. Jamarcus Shepard is the primary recruiter involved in this. On3 has him predicted just under 90% to land at Alabama. Florida has offered him, Clemson, Georgia, all the regulars have offered. There's a lot of NIL players that are also in play here, but it feels like, just based off the hype, especially if they can get him back on campus this summer, which they likely will, would not be surprising to see him land in Tuscaloosa. Now, Auburn was pretty hot and favored here for a minute for Cederian Morgan. So what changed? I don't know for sure, but I'm going to give you the thoughts straight off the top of my head. This isn't gospel. This is just what I'm thinking. A lot of things started to shift once Ryan Grubb got to Tuscaloosa. Everybody knows what Ryan Grubb, along with Kalen DeBoer, was able to do with their wide receivers at Washington with Michael Penix Jr. You bring in a 2.0 type guy in Keelan Russell. I told you guys, Russell is the kind of quarterback that kids are going to want to come play for. And then you tack on Ryan Grubb with that mind, NFL experience, along with Kalen DeBoer. And then you're sending Jamarcus Shepard knocking on the door. I don't know if you guys have paid any attention to Coach Shep, but the guy is an insane recruiter. Insane recruiter, super likable person. Families love him. So it just, it's just moved into Alabama's favor. Not surprisingly. Surprisingly to some people who have read into the media narrative that Alabama has fallen off, this and that. Well, the guy's been on campus 7 times, I think, up until this point, and he's probably going to take a summer visit. So you tell me. He's been to Auburn a few times, 6, I think. He's been to Florida 4. And so we'll see how big of a factor NIL is here for Cederian Morgan. Now, some things I want you to know about Morgan, some things that really stand out about him. First and foremost, in terms of Alabama as a program, this would be another huge in-state win for Kalen DeBoer. The first one was obviously Ryan Williams. You guys that are all active on social media know that when he did not recruit well in the state of Alabama in the 2025 class, everybody here within the state was kind of ragging Kalen DeBoer. But what they needed to understand was he needed some time to get in, foundationally build relationships with these high school coaches, and he built the staff to do just that. And I believe moving forward, it is going to show. It is already showing in this class, this 2026 class, which I think is currently sitting at number 6 in the country, probably going to finish in the top 3, maybe even take a shot at number 1 again. Now, some things about Cederian Morgan himself. He is very good in terms of getting separation off of DBs. I think 247 highlighted that actually as a pretty big part of his game, a unique part of his game, because you've got not just that blend of size and athleticism, he's also got speed. He's also got a lot of speed. He's expected to make another big jump in his senior year of football. And so good size, quick feet, fast guy, sure-handed. I can't get over the body size. His measurables his sophomore year were, like I said, I think 6'4", 210. That's insane. That's absolutely bonkers. The guy is all over the place. He's traveling the country, competing, trying to get better at his craft. And it's looking like as of April 28th, Alabama is in really good position to land him. Now in 2023, he caught 36 passes for 622 yards, 4 touchdowns at Benjamin Russell. Take that for what it is. Now he almost doubled that in 2024, making 70 catches for 1,162 yards and 14 receiving touchdowns. There's some crazy footage of him out there making one-handed grabs. His stride is something to behold. The guy's got like a four-yard stride. I hate to use this comparison, but it reminds me of Cam Newton running down the field, how he was so quick and it seemed very effortless. Jalen Milroe type stride. So he's short. He's not a sure thing, for Alabama, but it's looking like Alabama has this thing at least locked up for now. Now, we all know how recruiting works nowadays. Things change. They change rapidly. They change quickly based off of visits, based off of NIL, based off of all these different factors, right? So just because somebody's committed today doesn't mean they're going to be committed tomorrow. Now, I believe that Cederian Morgan might be the kind of guy, if he commits, that's going to really change Alabama's recruiting class. He's almost like a cornerstone commit. I think in the sense that a lot of other kids are going to see that commitment as a big deal, and it's going to put Alabama back on their radar, or it's going to put Alabama in the top 2 or 3 of their schools. So I don't foresee him necessarily flipping on that commitment, because no matter where he goes, whether it's Tuscaloosa, Auburn, Florida, wherever, Morgan is going to get NIL. Like, I mean, let's be honest. He's that kind of guy. He's going to get paid wherever he goes. So I'm really excited about him. I think he would be the cherry on top of this class, no matter how it ends near the early signing period. I believe it's in December. And so we'll see how it goes. But I want to hear what you're thinking about Cederian Morgan. Some of you have gotten to go watch him play in high school. Do you think Alabama really is the leader in this? Do you think Alabama can close the deal over the summer, the next few months, leading into signing day? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, you know the drill. We absolutely love each and every one of you. You're our favorite people. That's why we do this. And until next time, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down, beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.